Hi guys! This is StudyVlog number 4, part 2 of Laws of Exponents. Sa vlog na ito, we are going to solve problems from a book named 1001 Solved Problems in Engineering Mathematics by Mr. Jaime Artiong and Romeo Rojas Jr. So, andito yung mga may hirap na problem. So, I recommend na bili din kayo ng book na to. So, I choose some problems involving laws of exponents. So, let's start. I am Kim, your study buddy. So, we will have a step-by-step process ng pagsosolve. This is problem 62 from 1001 Solved Problems in Engineering Mathematics at lumabas daw ng ECE Word April 1991. So, hindi ko lang kung legit yun, pero yun yung sabi ng book. So, we are going to solve this or simplify this. Sabi daw, isimplify daw natin itong expression na to. So, we know that, sabi ng law of exponents, a b raised to m is equal to a raised to m, b raised to m. So, i-apply natin siya dito. So, we have an algebraic expression raised sa negative 3. Okay? So, all we have to do is i-multiply natin yung negative 3 dun sa exponent ng bawat variable. So, x 2 times negative 3 is equal to negative 6. Then, y 3 times negative 3 is equal to negative 9. Z, negative 2 times negative 3 is equal to 6. Okay, so ito na yung first expression na nasa parentheses. Another, negative 1/2 times negative 3 is equal to x raised to 3 over 2. Y raised to 1 times negative 1/2 is equal to y raised to negative 1/2. Z raised to 3 times negative 1/2 is equal to negative 3 over 2. Okay? All over, gawin din natin siya sa baba. Yung x daw, erase mo sa 1 times negative 5 over 2. Negative 5 over 2. Y raised to negative 5 over 2. Then z raised to negative 3 times negative 5 over 2 is equal to 15 over 2. Ngayon, isi-simplify pa natin siya. We also know, sabi ng laws of exponent, that a raised to m times a raised to n is equal to a raised to m plus n. Sabi, kapag daw pareho yung base mo, pag-aadin mo daw yung kanyang exponent. So, let's do this here sa numerator natin. We have the variable x. At meron siyang exponent na negative 6. Pag daw may nakita kang ganyan na i-multiply sa same base, ipag-aadin mo daw yung kanyang exponent. So, negative 6 plus 3 over 2. Another variable, y is raised to negative 9 times y raised to negative 1/2. Following the law of exponent, negative 9 plus negative 1/2. Last is z raised to 6 plus negative 3 over 2. All over, hindi mo natin siya i-simplify yung baba. Negative 5 over 2, y raised to negative 5 over 2, z raised to 15 over 2. You have to be very careful in solving expressions like this kasi matatalo ka or mamamali ka lang sa mga signs, pag-add, sa pagsasubtract, which is very minimal na mistakes. Okay, so from this expression, i-simplify pa natin siya. So, x, negative 6 plus 3 over, ito yung gagawin ng calculator, guys. Kapag ka may mga ganyan, pwede mo naman siyang i-calculate. So, negative 6 plus 3 over 2 is equal to negative 9 over 2. Nahirapan na. So, negative 9 over 2. Y raised to negative 9 plus negative 1/2 is equal to negative 19 over 2. Z raised to 6 minus 3 over 2 is 9 over 2. All over x raised to negative 5 over 2. Y raised to negative 5 over 2. Z raised to 15 over 2. Sabi din po ng laws of exponent, a raised to m over a raised to n is equal to a raised to m minus n. Ibig sabihin, if you have the same base, subtract mo lang yung kanyang exponent. So, we have a raised to m minus n. Copy the base, then subtract the exponent. X raised to, pagsasubtractin lang daw natin or ima-minus lang natin yung exponent ni x. So, we have negative 9 over 2 minus itong negative 5 over 2. So, you have to put it inside a parenthesis. Proceed tayo kay y. We have y, raise mo daw siya sa exponent. Pag minusin lang natin exponent. Negative 19 over 2 minus negative 5 over 2. Nagagalit yung aso namin kasi gusto na niyang kumain. Then, z, erase daw natin sa exponent niya. Ang exponent niya, 9 over 2 minus 15 over 2. So, we just have to simplify the exponents. So, x, negative 9 over 2 plus 5 over 2. Ba't siya naging plus? Dahil po, negative times negative is positive. Negative 9 plus 5 is equal to negative 4. We have negative 4 over 2. Y raised to negative 19 minus negative 5 is equal to negative 14 over 2. Z raised to 9 over 2 minus 15 over 2 is negative 6 over 2. Okay, so we simplify pa natin siya. X raised to negative 2, Y raised to negative 7, Z raised to negative 3. So, hindi pa siya tapos. Ewan ko kung papayagan na kayo ng teacher nyo na ganyan. Pero, for me, hindi pa siya tapos. Kasi we also know that A raised to negative M is equal to 1 over A raised to M. Right? So, gagawin natin siya. So, itong X raised to negative 2 is also equal to 1 over X raised to 2. Itong y raised to negative 7 is equal to 1 over y raised to 7. Itong z raised to negative 3 is equal to 1 over z raised to 3. So, in short, the answer will be 1 all over x squared y raised to 7 z cubed. Tingnan natin kung tama yung ating sagot dun sa book. Okay, so tama daw po, sabi ng book. Let's have problem 64 from 1001 Solve Problems in Engineering Mathematics SE Board, April 1991. Let's have the law of exponent of AB raised to M, again, equals to A raised to M, B raised to M. So, i-practice natin siya dito. Ngayon, kapag may ganito po kayong expression, alamin nyo muna ano yung pinakaloob. So, ito yung pinakaloob na parenthesis. Okay? Bago kayo lumabas na lumabas. Kagaya lang po nung pagsisimplify po natin sa polynomials. Let's practice this law of exponent dito sa expression na nasa loob nito. But first, we have to copy this. Copy natin din. Ito daw expression na to ay i-erase natin sa negative 2 over 3. So, we just have to multiply this. So, x raised to negative 2 over 3 times 2 will be negative 4 over 3 times y raised to negative 2 times negative 2 over 3. That will be 4 over 3. Yan. Raise daw sa 1/2. Then, erase daw siya sa 6. We also have a raised to m times a raised to n is equal to a raised to m plus n. So, kapag daw pareho yung base mo, pag-aadin mo lang daw yung exponent niya. So, ipapractice natin siya dito. So, first, i-copy ulit natin. So, we have x. Pareho sila ng base, which is yung x. Tapos, i-erase daw natin siya dun sa sum ng kanilang exponent. So, x raised to negative 1/3 plus negative 4 over 3. Okay, mamaya siya i-simplify. Then, y, ganun din, raised to negative 1/2 plus 4 over 3. Then, raise natin daw sa 1/2, tapos 6. Okay, so ganun ulit. Copy muna natin, hindi pa natin nasa-simplify. Then, simplify natin itong nasa exponent. X raised to negative 1/3 minus 4 over 3. So, napakadali guys. Negative 5 over 3. Hindi mo na kailangan mag-calculate. Then, y raised to negative 1/2 plus 4 over 3. And kung hindi kaya ng utak natin guys, mag-calculate na tayo. So, y raised to 5 over 6. So, hindi pa siya tapos, guys. Ito daw, expression na to, i-erase daw siya sa 1/2. Okay? Copy muna din. Simplify. Multiply natin siya. So, x raised to 1/2 times negative 5 over 3 is negative 5 over 6. Then, y raised to 5 over 6 times 1/2 is equal to 5 over 12. Then, raise nyo po siya sa 6. But hindi pa natin tinatanggal yung bracket. Ang reason yan, kasi i-multiply mo pa siya dun sa x raised to 2 over 3 na nasa labas. So, i-multiply na muna natin siya bago natin siya i-raise sa 6. Okay? So, same base. Ano lang yung may same base? X. Okay? Ito, same base sila. X at saka X. So, sila lang po yung makakaranas ng a raised to m times a raised to n is equal to a raised to m plus n. So, we have x raised to 2 over 3 plus negative 5 over 6, which is positive times negative is negative, so minus na lang. Y raised to 5 over 12. But wala nangyari sa kanya kasi wala naman tayong i-multiply sa kanya. Okay? Wala siyang kapareho ng base. So, x lang yung meron. Then, let's simplify. X raised to 2/3 minus 5 over 6. Calculate guys. 2/3 minus 5 over 6 is equal to negative 1 over 6. Then, y raised to 5 over 12. Huwag natin kakalimutan na meron pa siyang 6 na nasa labas. Kaya hindi pa natin inaalis itong kung anong tawag dito. Let's multiply this. Copy the base, x. Multiply natin. Negative 1, 6 times 6 is equal to negative 1. Y raised to 5 over 12 times 6 will be y raised to 5 over 2. So, hindi pa dyan natatapos, guys. Kasi, meron pa tayong law of exponent, kagaya kanina, which is a raised to negative m is equal to 1 over a raised to m. So, the final answer would be y raised to 5 over 2 all over x raised to 1 or all over x. So, this is the final answer. So, kung nasosolve nyo na to, guys, congratulations kasi ibig sabihin na paghahalo-halo nyo na yung lahat ng laws of exponent. Okay? So, this is problem 65 from the same book, 1001 Solved Problems in Engineering Mathematics. At lumabas din daw po ito sa ECE Board Exam April 1991. So, we have here an expression at ang sabi, kailangan daw natin siyang i-simplify or i-evaluate. Let's apply the laws of exponent na natutunan natin. Dito muna tayo sa unang part. 7 raised to a plus 2. We know the law of exponent says a raised to m times a raised to n is equal to a raised to m plus n. Pag daw same base, ipag-a-add mo lang siya. So, makikita natin medyo pareho sila ni 7 raised to a plus 2. Ibig sabihin, equal din po siya sa 7 raised to a times 7 raised to 2. Tama? Paano siya nangyari? Tingnan natin 7 raised to a times 7 raised to 2. Equal din daw po siya, copy the base, 7, then pag-addin mo the exponent. So, equal sila. 7a times 7 raised to 2. Okay? Minus a times 7. Ganun din, guys. A plus 1. 7 raised to a times 7 na may 1 din dito. Equal po siya 7a plus 1. So, let's have 7 raised to a times 7 raised to 1 or 7 na lang. Plus 5 times 7 raised to a plus 49. Okay? So, meron tayong 49. Alam naman natin that 49 is also equal to 7 squared. 49 is equal to 7 squared. So, 7 squared times 7 raised to a minus 2. Okay? Then, guys, let's also apply the law of exponent dito sa part na to. Okay? Copy muna natin to. Sabi ng law of exponent, pag same base, pag-addin mo lang daw yung kanyang exponent. So, copy natin yung base which is itong 7. Then, pag-addin natin yung 2 tsaka a minus 2. So, 7 raised to 2 plus a minus 2. Then, simplify muna natin siya. Copy muna natin itong lahat. This will be 7 raised to 2 minus 2 is 0. So, 7 raised to a. Para masimplify natin siya. Pare-pareho silang may 7 raised to a. Kaya pwede natin siyang i-factor out for a while. Okay, so let's factor out 7 raised to a. Yan, 7 raised to a. Tapos, i-multiply natin siya dun sa mga naiwan niya. May mga naiwan niya, itong si 7 squared which is also equal to 49. So, let's put 49 here. Minus 8 times 7 equal po siya sa 56. Plus 5 plus 1. May nag-grinder, guys. Then, isimplify muna natin itong nasa loob na part bago natin siya i-multiply kay 7 raised to 8. Kuha ka ng calculate, 49 minus 56 plus 5 plus 1 is equal to negative 1. So, 7 raised to 8 times negative 1. The final answer will be negative 7 raised to 8. This is problem 70 from 1001 Solved Problems in Engineering Mathematics, ME Board, October 1996. So, pansin nyo, parang based dun sa nakikita nating problem, madali lang siya, guys. Ito ay word problem na kailangan mong ilagay sa mathematical expression. So, try natin. Lagay daw tayo ng parenthesis kasi nasa loob siya ng parenthesis. The value of 3 to 2.5 power, ibig sabihin naka-raise siya sa 2.5, square is equal to, apply natin, a raised to m raised to n. So, a raised to m raised to n is equal to 3 raised to 5. And 3 raised to 5 is equal to 243. So, So, the answer is 243. May mga madadali naman din palang part sa board exam. So, huwag tayong matakot. This is problem 71 from 1001 Solved Problems in Engineering Mathematics, NE Board, October 1996. Yan. So, evaluate daw natin yung expression na 64 raised to x, 4 raised to y. Since alam natin that itong 64 is also equal sa 4 raised to 3. Pagka kinalki natin yan, 4 raised to 3 is equal to 64. Since 64 is equal to 4 raised to 3, pwede natin siyang gamitin. We have 4 raised to 3 raised to x times 4 raised to y. Kasi para i-evaluate natin siya, kailangan magkapareho siya ng base. Etong 4 raised to 3 times x, we can also say that 4 raised to 3x. Okay? At saka to 4 raised to y. So, we now have similar base. Pwede na natin siyang gamitan ng law of exponent, which is a raised to m times a raised to n is equal to a raised to m plus n. So, we just recall it again and again para matandaan natin. So, the answer will be, yes, nasa part na po tayo ng answer, 4 raised to 3x plus y. Kasi pinag-add lang natin yung kanyang exponents. Yan, 3x plus y. So, this is the final answer. So, here we have problem 72 from 1001 Solved Problems in Engineering Mathematics. So, guys, if we have the following equations, lagi niyo tatandaan, kailangan lumabas siya as having the same base. Kaya, kailangan ma-eliminate natin si y. So, since we have two equations and two unknowns, ibig sabihin, nasa-solve natin si x. Okay, solve for x in the following equation. Dun muna tayo sa first equation. 27 raised to x is equal to 9 raised to y. So, we also know, guys, that para ma-evaluate natin siya, kailangan meron silang same base. So, 27 is also equal to 3 raised to 3. Tama? So, 3 raised to 3 is equal to 27 raised to x. Etong 9, equal naman po siya sa 3 raised to 2. Evaluate pa. So, this is also equal to 3 raised to 3x and 3 raised to 2y. So, since meron na silang same base, tatandaan nyo to, kapag meron na po kayong same base, ibig sabihin, pwede mo nang i-equate yung kanyang exponent. Paano yung mangyayari? Magiging 3x is equal to 2y na siya. So, si 2y ay equal daw sa 3x. So, punta naman tayo dun sa next na equation. We have 81 raised to y, 3 raised to negative x equals 243. So, alam natin guys, nung elementary pa tayo, na 9 times 9 or 9 squared is equal to 81. So, itong 81 equal po siya sa 9 squared raised to y. Then, 3 raised to negative x is equal to itong 243. So, by trial and error, which is na-solve natin siya kanina, 3 raised to 5 is equal to 243. So, may mga times na kailangan mong mag-trial and error. And by trial and error, we know that 3 raised to 5 is equal to 243. So, itong 9 raised to 2 raised to y is also equal to 9 raised to 2y times 3 raised to negative x is equal to 3 raised to 5. Pansin nyo, hindi ko muna siya ginawang 3 raised to 2 or something. Kasi, nakita ko, merong 2y dito. At itong si 2y daw, equal daw siya kay 3x. Pag in-evaluate natin siya, 9 raised to 2y is also equal to 9 raised to 3x. Since 2y is equal to 3x times 3 raised to negative x is equal to 3 raised to 5. Ngayon, pwede na natin siyang gawing 3 squared. Okay? We know that 9 is equal to 3 squared. Raise natin siya sa 3x times 3 raised to negative x is equal to 3 raised to 5. Evaluate pa natin siya, guys. 3 raised to, syempre alam niyo naman yung law of exponent na yan, which is kanina pa natin ginagamit. Multiply natin to 3 raised to 6x times 3 raised to negative x is equal to 3 raised to 5. Ngayon, since meron tayong same base dito, a raised to m times a raised to n is equal to a raised to m plus n. Copyhin mo yung base, tapos ipag-add mo daw yung kanyang exponent. So, 6x plus negative x is equal to 3 raised to 5. Simplify natin yung kanyang exponent. So, 3 raised to 6x minus x is equal to 5x is equal to 3 raised to 5. Ano nga sabi natin kanina? Pag meron ka na daw parehong base, pwede mo nang i-equate yung kanyang exponent. So, in short, 5x is equal to 5. Derive natin, divide both sides by 5 para manatili si x. Yan, manatili si x. So, 5 over 5 is equal to 1. So, this is the final answer. So, that would be all for today. At alam ko medyo nahirapan kayo dun sa mga examples natin. But it's okay, guys. Mas matatandaan nyo yung mga formulas if you are practicing and practicing and practicing. And if you keep practicing solving problems. So, I hope, guys, meron kayo natutunan today. I hope you answered the test at sana po naintindihan nyo yung laws of exponents. So, thank you po, and I recommend you to buy the book 1001 Solve Problems in Engineering Mathematics. Ayan. So, hindi lang po yung pang-engineering, guys, pang lahat po yun. Yun lang po yung yung medyo mga complicated na questions. And some of the questions there are from the different board exams way back 1990 something, mga ganun. Okay? So, yun lang po, guys. I hope you have learned something today and keep watching, guys. I hope you keep watching and enjoy learning. Thank you and God bless you all.